What's up, everybody? It's Corey Anthony, or PR Corey, as many of you remember me as. And today I'm here to talk about the Quincuncial Map. The title says the Quincuncial World Map, and the Azimuthal Equidistant Map, the AE map, and other names. Um, so today, what I'll be showing you and teaching you about is just that, the Quincuncial Map. Now, etymologically, some of you might wonder, what does that word mean? If you break that down, it means basically five, like cinco. Quincuncial means five. So you have a center point, and then you have four corners around the center point when it comes to this map. Here, I'll pull up some pictures in just a second to show you. Soon as. Yep. So the Quincuncial Map, this is your title page, or what do you call that? Thumbnail. Yeah, this is the thumbnail. The Quincuncial World Map by Corey Anthony Jr. Okay. What you see here is a Quincuncial map that's merged with my fractal map. Now, what's the point of all of this? One might question. When you zoom in on this map, being that everything is fractal, this whole code that you see here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0.5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and reverse it, this all is the same thing everywhere. Even down microscopically, when you zoom in, you'll see the same thing. 0, 1, 2, it's the same thing with the 4 and 5. So everything is literally fractal, and when you zoom in, you will literally see the same exact geometry based on the square. So, being that that's the case, you have something that was already created, known as the Quincuncial Map. I did not invent the Quincuncial World Map, but I am teaching you about it today. The person who is known to have invented the Quincuncial World Map, I noted in the description area of the video. His name is Charles S. I think his middle name is Sanders Peirce. And he made it in 1879. So I'm using this, and I'm very big on copyrighted material, so I try to respect people's copyright. I merged his work with mine. He made this back in 1879, like I noted. And copyright protection lasts as long as the copyright owner's lifetime, and 70 years additional added on past his lifetime. So I did the mathematics after he passed, and it's copyright. There's no copyright infringement going on. I'm not stealing his work, and I'm giving him his credit. That's what I want to let be known. I wanted to give him credit at the beginning of this video and at the end, just like I did with the description. So being that he made that map, it's very much similar to the AE map if you pay attention to it. Now, for you flat earthers that are out there, what I have told y'all as far as what debunks the flat earth, but y'all act like it's something that you could keep on going on about over and over and over again. There are certain things that y'all need to learn that debunk the earth being flat. It just can't work once you realize that this can't be. Okay, and what is that? What are some of those things that y'all recursively look over? When you go from east to west, when you pull up a navigational compass, is it north at the top, like up here? Isn't it north at the top? And then you have west over here to the left, east over here to the right, and south at the bottom, right? And aren't these all based on straight lines? Right, they are. Okay, we got that. Is there any debate about that? Nothing at all. There is no debate about that. If you got common sense, there's no adding on or taking off. East to west on any compass is a straight line. If you go from east and then you start traveling west, you're not going to curve. Do you comprehend what I'm saying to you? And in order for you to circumnavigate on a flat earth, what you need to learn and realize is that to circle navigate, they'll say you're traveling in a circle around the flat earth. You have to manually turn yourself. You have to turn Like they'll say they'll explain it as you're going around the block. Well, you have to turn around the block, okay? You got to turn whenever you go around the block. You got to physically exert to turn yourself. And with circumnavigation, what they're explaining on the globe is you are able to fly or travel in one direction, east to west, never deviate or make a turn, period, like you have to do on a flat earth, and end up back in the same exact relative position as you started. That's what circumnavigation is. Just traveling in a straight line around a globe, which when traced equals a circle. That's why it's called circumnavigation, because you are in fact using a straight, it's going in a circle. It's making a circle around the globe, like you put a rubber band around a globe. It's not hard to comprehend. Yes, circumnavigation is very much possible on a globe. I don't know what you heard. I know what you heard, but you heard wrong. That's what I'm letting you know. It's not hard to comprehend. Well, anyway, this is in conjunction with that. I'm not saying that this is the accurate map, the most accurate, but for navigation, what I am showing you, it is for navigation, you use a grid in order to navigate anywhere. When you have a map, it's made based on the grid in north, east, south, and west. There are no curves on any navigational map at all. You do not find a curve on a navigational map. Any map of the earth where you're navigating at any level, you will not find a curve for east to west. It's a straight line. You don't turn. That's really easy to get. So with this Quincuncial World Map, it's very much similar to the AE map, but it's not based on a circle. It's instead based on a square. And it's more so dealing with navigation, accurate, precise navigation, and fractal, architecturally building things, coordinate points. You comprehend where I'm coming from? Okay. Well, I'm not looking at any chat like I normally don't. I don't look at the chat whenever I'm talking. I'm just talking to the screen and teaching what I need to teach, what needs to be taught. So the Quincuncial World Map, as far as circumnavigation, you cannot circumnavigate efficiently without turning when you're supposed to be traveling east to west in a straight line on a flat earth. Because if you take east to west on a flat earth, AE map, down here, if you were to go down here to South America, for instance, east to west is this way. If you were to get on the ground down here in South America, or right here where you're at, east to west is this way, dude. You don't start to turn at any point in time where you're going east and west. Okay. So what point was I about to, I was about to go into something really important. Okay, I'll disregard that for right now. It might come back to me. But yes, as you can see, this is the whole count map. The same exact thing going on. Right over here, you'll count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.5. See, this is the 4 and the point is in the center. 4.5. 4.5. What's halfway in between 4 and 5? 4.5. So it's counting. It's literally 0, 1. You don't count the point when you count in numbers. I'm the first to do that. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.5 or 4.5. 4.5, which is 1 number. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. This same fractal thing goes on everywhere over this earth. So when you zoom down as close as you possibly can to any land, such as Nazca down there, the Nazca Lines, what would you see? You would see the same code because it's a fractal. And what do you see when you look at the geometry of this fractal in the center? You see exactly that of the Nazca Lines. So if you zoomed in on the Nazca Estrella, which is one of the Nazca geoglyphs in dealings with the Nazca line, you would specifically see the same geometry going on, but it would be a specified number. It would be a specific, this all spins here in the inside, right here. Everything about my Quincuncial fractal map that I made with the fractal code, it spins in the inside. So that's how it'll, just like the stars. That's why it's a star map. It spins. And it deals with time itself. So anyway. Let me when I was just explaining those, I'll pull this one up here. All right. You need to subscribe to my OnlyFans too. That's where all of my work is posted at these days. This here is the Nazca star. No flat earther has talked about this Australia. No flat earther out here. And this is one of the most evident, most recent, I ain't gonna even say most recent because it's ancient, in fact, but it is a form of cosmology out here that has not been comprehended at all. And if anything, it's the most important form of to help you definitively find out what the earth is, what its shape is, because that's what they were doing. But it gets looked over by flat earthers who say that they're so smart when it comes to smarter than globalists. And I'm not talking about any particular flat earther in mind at all. I'm talking about all of y'all, all of you. Nobody is exempt. Okay. So you got that right there. And then you got this Quincuncial World Map, which I'm explaining to y'all. That's why it's skewed. That's why you got this thing all. That's not how nature made the continents. That's not how this works. When you navigate on the, you can't put squares down there to navigate like you do with east and west never turning based on a grid. You cannot do that. So this map it needs to be discontinued. If you're going to use anything flat earth, what I am providing to y'all is something. If you're going to say the earth is flat and play like it's flat and act like, if you're going to use anything that's accurate, you better be using this. If you were smart. If you were smart. Because you cannot navigate based on that map up there, but you can based on this. Oh yeah, you can. You sure can. The only thing you'll question is that ice wall thing. Okay. But if there is no ice wall, which you haven't even been there in the first place, which I tell y'all, you haven't ever recorded a full ice wall. That doesn't mean that there's an ice wall that you're entrapped inside of, or enclosed, better to say. Until you get that full recording of an ice wall, you don't know that there's an ice wall out there. That's why you even say yourselves that they don't let us go to Antarctica. They'll turn you around. So if you'll definitively say that, and I know none of you have been to Antarctica, why are you talking like there's definitively an ice wall there? And that's what your map shows up there, is that there's an ice wall. When have you ever witnessed that? If you haven't tested it, just like NASA, when y'all can't go to outer space and y'all be on their asses and stuff, you can't test outer space. You can't test the ice wall. When have you ever experimented and tested our ice wall? And how can you have the southern lights over our ice wall? Which I've also mentioned that the flat earthers don't know about too, southern lights. Okay. I'm just trying to help. Don't take this as aggression. I know my voice, the way that I carry myself might seem kind of, I'm not going to even get into that. All right. But I'm just keeping it real. If you take it the correct way and digest the information, is something that I'm here to help. And I always say that the truth is what sets you free. All right. And sitting up lying and playing like something when you looking over stuff that's common sense, that's not how it's about to go down out here. All of that stuff is about to stop. All of that sitting up playing like the earth is flat, playing like you really spiritual, and playing like stuff is like you know some stuff when you really don't know it all at all. You half-ass knowing your knowledge and stuff at that point. You got to stop that. If you about the truth, you got to show that. And this goes for everybody. No one person. All right, because I show and prove, and I dare you to try to debate it. I'm ready for you. I'm showing the stuff that nobody on earth has shown. And I'm not being cocky, but being that my work is being looked over and it's some of the most important stuff out here cosmologically, I'm gonna get a little stern with how I carry myself. There's temples out here that other people haven't known of possibly. And this is called the Mothera Sun Temple. There's another Indian name for it too, but it's in India. And this temple has a step well, an Indian step well connected to it that you just briefly saw in the corner of the screen. If you were wondering your eyes around, you probably saw that. Okay. And what am I talking about as far as this step well is right there with green water in India. It's right there. That's a step well. All right. Do you know what a step well is? A step well is where you could, a well, but it's made with steps, intricate architecture. Okay. It's an inverted pyramid. Some could call it that. It is an inverted pyramid that holds water. And when I told y'all, when you hear other people out here saying that we need to build the pyramids again, we need to build the pyramids again, the only people that know what the purpose of the pyramids is is the CIA and FBI that's watching me. Okay. CIA, NSA, stuff like, more so the CIA, NSA. All right. Okay. Because they hear and see every damn step with me being watched day to day and being shown it with electronic harassment and shit. Nothing's changed. That's why I've been gone. They know what the purpose of my pyramid, our pyramid, as far as the generations that's going to help build that down the line, is going to be for. It's not going to have anything to do with many people that's alive right now because people is being ignorant. As long as my work is being looked over and people ain't adhering to what the heck I'm saying, not trying to debate common sense, it's not ever going to go anywhere with people who are alive right now. It's going to be after, okay? Yes, you've heard other black people say that we should build the pyramids again, but who's ever created the blueprint for it? A real deal blueprint. Because what you're looking at in the back of the screen right there, that's literally the blueprint. Don't play with me either. You do realize that whenever you have a blueprint of a house or a layout of a house, they usually provide all angles of the house, the top view, the bird's eye satellite view, and then they have the side view and the front view, back view too. That's all right there. When you look at an octahedron or a double pyramid, a top pyramid merged with an inverted step well, that's what you got right there. If you get in the corner of it, if you picture this as a 3D model and it has the exact same replica on the back, you're looking at the top apex of a pyramid right here, the top of the Great Pyramid, right there. And this is the bottom on the ground right here. Top right here, the top center, and this is the bottom around. And what would be under it? This right here. Just like you got 4 squares right here. If you got on top of this 4 and 5, behind that 4 and 5, it'll be a 5 and 4. So it'll be a square, just like you see right here. If you zoom in on my work, you'll see that 4 and 5 right there. It'll be a 5 and 4, 4 and 5. Everything is literally repeating itself. It's not that specific 4 and 5 right there, but behind this, if this being that this is 3D, not just 2-dimensional, it's all dimensions actually. This fourth dimension, if you ever look at a fourth dimensional, something that depicts a fourth dimensional piece of art, like the Google Drive symbol, that's what you see going on here too. 4.5, fourth dimension has to deal with time. So there you go. This literally deals with time in itself, like I just briefed earlier. Every single millisecond and split second that you could even perceive is literally being accounted for geometrically and arithmetic wise right there. Because every second is chronological. You do realize that every second, besides the app, I'm not going to get into that. Okay. I'm trying to make this video short and discreet and stay. It's just a certain way I'm carrying myself. But if you have any questions, I can always go into anything and answer and prove anything it is that I'm saying and showing. So that's the Nazca star right there. The center of the Nazca star. The AI is telling you in literally, if you use an AI photo generator and try to get a reverse prompt, if you use the correct photo, which I've learned it takes the correct photo, which focuses on this specified part, then it will literally tell you that this is the Nazca design that I've created. The AI literally is telling you that. While y'all are talking about chat GPT being real heavy and things like that, you can type in a prompt to get answers. You can also check and see, like, the people who are out here who are saying that in the past, I had a few people that tried to just because they were jealous. That's how jealous people are. When you showing the proven and it can't be debated or debunked, they got to come from some of the alternative and say, you know, I made a discovery like that too. I've discovered the same thing. I tell them to show me the proof. Then they send me the so-called proof, and it ain't even the same thing. Nobody's ever discovered what I've discovered, is what I've been telling you. Besides that, and when I say besides, I say that only because that's what I'm trying to show you. If we are going to say that anybody else has ever discovered, it ain't been in this time, in this age, because the only remnants of it is this right here. Things like this right here in the architecture that I'm showing you that the ancients literally made. So if anybody literally ever knew of this and it was an ancient lost knowledge that literally I'm bringing back and showing, then literally they're the only ones. And do you know how powerful that is when you're one person out of everybody to show and prove something that the ancients knew, that unified the architecture that everybody's saying? Look at the architectural monuments, how they built them. It seems like they all knew each other and they were in synchronicity. They knew each other. They knew of each other's cultures and presence across the face of the earth, even in the ancient times. You speculate about the ancients flying and things like that. Well, these Nazca Lines can only be seen from the sky, people. Do you realize that? That's something else I'm pointing out to you. That's letting people know something about the technology. Also, with the Mandelbrot setting and things I've been showing as far as the great architect of the universe, computers have been around for a while. Longer than longer than you would think they have been. So I'm not saying that they knew, because I don't know. The way that I'm going to put this, I'm trying to put it in the best words that I can, because I cannot find my drawing that I've made, my fractal code that I've made anywhere on the face of the earth. Anywhere. Nobody else has made it. That's a literal, if I were to find that, then I could say, damn, that's exactly my discovery. This right here is like an outline and a code. Like they needed what I'm saying is they had to have my discovery in order to make this. The only way that you could make this is if you had what I got. And when we dealing with something that's time traveling and y'all are questioning whether this stuff is real or not, or coming to the waking moments of finding out it is, or can be done, this is a message for the future. All right. So they would have had to have had the blueprint that I have in order to make this in the first place. If we were right now to find and create the time traveling technology, and somebody traveled back into the past to the ancients, instead of having a person there to confirm that, yeah, this time traveling really happened, what would be even more of a confirmation? If you leave like a code or something, a language in itself to communicate just that. And that's exactly what this would be communicating as well. I'm not saying that that's the case of what happened. But what I am telling you is that if there's anybody on this earth that has any remnants or gnosis of what it is that I've discovered, it'll be the ancients from the past. Nobody living right now, guaranteed. And even with me mentioning the ancients from the past, you still cannot find it exactly like I have it, especially with the X in the center, which is the whole key. Especially with the this right here, 1008, 100. These 8 keys, these right here, if it weren't for that, you wouldn't have this in here in the center in the first place. You couldn't bring that red box to the center. It wouldn't be possible. It'd just be the outline here. And how the heck would you get that box in the center for the Nazca lines, the target? And that's what I'm saying. So you have to have the code drawn out exactly like this in order to find out that. That's what's crazy. And at that point, nobody else in this time has ever figured it out, but the ancients do deserve their credit. And that's why I'm showing what I'm showing. Like this right here is not exactly it. That's what I'm saying to you. You don't have the X that's in the center. You have the exact count that I'm showing you. If you pay attention to the count of the Mothera temple, you got the count. A square, these is 2 squares right here. Just like you got 2 squares right here. These are 2 squares. You have 0 right here, 1 right here, 2 right here, 3 right here, and 4 right here. 4, and then 5, and mirror it on this side. You see these edges right here count the exact same as this side. And it mirrors on the bottom. Do realize that this right here makes an octagon. Just like I told you, there are 8 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And double that equals 8 on the other side. For the center X. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This right here is an octagon. You got 1 side right here, 2 sides right here, 3 sides right here, 4 sides right here, 5 sides right here, 6 sides right here, 7 sides right here, and 8 will be right here. But there's no X in the center, which is the key to this whole discovery right here. So I'm showing you the Quincuncial World Map in regards to all of the monuments that are over and across the face of the earth. You have something called the Mandelbrot set, which is a fractal also. This deals with that monument that I was just showing you. This right here is a fractal. And as you continue to zoom in, once you learn about the Mandelbrot set, it's something that goes on forever. There is no maximum capability of it. As you see that geometric shape right there, I now need you to brief on this geometric shape. Do you see this right here? Mm-hmm. All right, dang it. This right here would be the bottom of the Mandelbrot set, and this would be the circle of the Mandelbrot set, and this right here would be the top. I'm about to do something on my phone real quick because that's exactly what I made this on. But I thought I sent the picture, the most important ones at that, and I apparently didn't. And so I'm about to brief doing this real quick, record a quick video of me doing that, what I'm about to show you, and it's amazing. It's pure amazing. In just 1 second. If you could realize that this right here is this is like a heart. And just keep your imagination focused on that just for a quite small amount of time. That would be the Facebook. Nope. All right. What I am doing, just 1 second. Not literally, of course. All right, I'm screen recording what I need to send right now, and then I'm gonna send it. This is amazing. Sorry for the wait. Okay, that's the best way to do that then. Replace. Hmm. Let me see if I actually got the video recorded first. I'm gonna see if I got the actual video. I should. And then I'll just cut that up in a little part and send it. There it is. No, boy, that shit. I forgot it records your voice. That's amazing. That shit is amazing. Oh, okay, I understand now. Okay, that's what's going on there. All right, so that's how this will go. Replace this. Hold up, man. I think I did just 2 of them different. That's what happened. Man, this is crazy. I should have had this already done. Boy, that's amazing, man. I am so sorry for the wait. Mm-hmm. One. That's crazy. Just 1 second. Man, I'm sorry about saying that shit over and over again, but golly. Come on, man, do it. That shit crazy, bro. It's really crazy. Wait till y'all see this, man. This is crazy, bro. Hold up. This is crazy. Now, what this also proves is that they had to have known about the Mandelbrot set. Come on, you damn ad, golly, bro. God dang. Damn. Man, this bitch. All right. I'm gonna redo this video because I ain't want to cuss. I don't like to cuss in my videos anymore. I'm gonna redo this video in the future on my other channel. I have a secondary channel. It's called the Estrella de Papa. De Palpa. I mean to say. I'm just gonna upload this to my YouTube because it'll upload quick and it'll play it quicker. Them and these damn ads, man, they need to stop. It ain't that serious. Golly. It is not that serious. No ad. Hell is wrong with your ass? Fuck wrong with your ass, nigga? Hey. Fuck wrong with your ass, boy? All right, man. YouTube. Oh, that was me. All right. Now I'm gonna go to my YouTube real quick. Come on, man. I'm just gonna put 4 video and then delete the video. What is you doing? Yikes. Dang, I didn't know that. almost uploaded 45%. Sorry about the swallowing noises. I got a microphone on. They can be irritating, like smacking. All right, now I'm gonna click on my video that I just uploaded for y'all to see real quick. Your channel. Let me see. Shorts. Get real. All right, everybody, what's good? It's PR. And today I'm recording the point in history where I will be making a software. This will be the beginning phases where I start making. Okay. This is where I stop the screen and then pull up the YouTube. Sosa Ama, peace to you. Peace to you. Thank you for dropping a comment. You see that right there? Right there on y'all's screen, future viewers or whatever the case may be. That right there is the Mandelbrot set being superimposed over that step well that I just told y'all about. Look at the geometry. Pay attention to how this here has the center of my work, the direct center of my work is the heart of it. And then pay attention to the rectangular shape geometry that goes on down here. In these corners and how they have that architectural monument built in a square format, almost like just like that, but just in a linear form. This is curve and that's lines. That's the only difference. Do you remember what the pixelated circle is that I showed y'all? That there in the center right there is a circle. Well, if I pull up a pixelated circle, what that'll show y'all. Now, who else has done that out here? Nobody. That there is quite amazing. Let me make for sure it's showing it. Yeah, right. If I pull up a pixelated circle, Dang it, I messed up. Man, you know what's crazy? I dropped my video in the past, one of them videos, and it got likes up. I noticed that there was some likes that got up. It got up to like 4 or 5 likes. Yeah, Corey gonna speak out. I'm gonna call out bullshit. So what I will let be known is just people out here talking and saying something. It's some fucked up shit going on. As far as this so-called community out here and shit, I can guarantee you that I find out who the fuck it is, I'm gonna knock somebody bitch ass the fuck off. That's where I'm not playing. This stuff that's going on with this investigation ass shit that's going on comes from somebody that's in this community. You comprehend me? It comes from somebody in this community. I've also let that be known too. So my likes had went up on one of my recent videos, one of my most fire videos. It just went up. And then I realized some people took some likes back. I was like, what the fuck? You gonna like a video and then unlike the video. So it's, at that point, somebody's talking bad about me behind my back because there's no reason for anybody to even do that. No logical reason for anybody to do that. But anyway, window, pixelated circle, Chrome. Why is that not coming up? Okay. Yeah, I do realize that. So that means that somebody been some bullshit going on. Anyway, you see a pixelated circle brings this stuff up. And that looks just like what you just saw as far as the center of my work. If I pulled that right back up, that was inside of that Mandelbrot set. That's exactly what that same communication is. Excuse me. That's why I said if one is linear and one is circular. So if you're to make a circle out of lines, this is the route that you would go. Not out of one line to make a circle, like a smooth circle. If you're to make a circle out of lines, out of a grid at that, I mean to say, this is what you would do. Nobody else out here teaching this, buddy. Okay. I'm guarantee you, I'm one of the people that you can't debunk out here, boy. I'm telling you. I'm one of them that you can't fuck with. They be talking that shit, but they can't fuck with me. They can't say something against what I say. He too hot. Motherfuckers ain't forgot about him. Who the fuck he is? Motherfucking, hey, shit, I ain't fucked up motherfuckers, boy. I'm telling you now, I'm the hottest thing out. I'm just sleeping. I'm literally the hottest thing out. That's not confidence or cockiness. Boy, I drew out a full code and I got my own digital code. I'm going to have $1 billion project. Literally, I'm the first to draw out the blueprints of the pyramid. And when they're out to be built, nobody else has done anything but talk about them. But I drew out the blueprint and I got the whole engineered purpose of them. They didn't even have a purpose. Y'all trying to discover the purpose of the Great Pyramids. And here I am telling people and showing people it's a pyramid to be built here on this land because we have zero stone monuments. Pyramidal mine here on the North American coast. I'll be the first to do that. That's a multi-billion-dollar project. And y'all looking over that. You're talking about a king. Like, get real, man. Get real. On the real. Motherfuckers gonna be scared of me sitting up talking shit. Watch it get back around. I need to go back to my drive. Right. One of the hottest things out. I never would have seen it coming. Hmm. 0.5 creation video. No, that's the wrong one. Nigga started off with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then people still was amazed by that just simple numbers, and people still looking over the fact this nigga carried out a full code. This project itself is worth millions of dollars that I've been building. It's worth millions. Do you not realize how do I know it's worth millions? Because if I literally sold a print version of this, I can sell that for multi-hundred thousands. So let alone how the fuck much you think the real deal thing that come from the artist, that the original is always worth more. How much you think that's gonna cost? If I could sell a print the exact same size for in the 100,000s. I mean, get real, people sleeping. I'm on my drive right now, trying to pick up where I had left off. I'm gonna start going slow when you start going in. It's one thing to be able to provide one monument around the world that looks like this, but when you're able to provide multiple monuments around the world that literally not look like, but are basically built off of the exact code, I mean, how do you look over something like that? That's what I don't get. How do you not say that is pure amazing? What the fuck is this dude on? Have he been to outer space? You know, what type of how have he seen? Has he seen the full Earth? How do he know this shit? Them the type of questions a logical person gonna go down the road of thinking and questioning. Lee, man, yeah. Now I just showed you two monuments in which the geometry is exactly the same. Here is Angkor Wat. Do you not see that that right there is the exact same thing as this right here? When you zoom into this spot right here, 0909, that's a zero. This is the square, right? It's the same fractal thing. What do you not get? 0909, 0909. It's right there. This square right here is this right here at that point. How is that not amazing to you when you hear somebody talking about ley lines, building ancient monuments in synchronicity with the ley lines? From across the globe, and it seemed, and they are already, archaeologists are already speculating that ancient cultures knew of each other because of the way that they built their architecture. I'm showing you that their architecture, all of those ancient blueprints were built based on a 45-degree angle and built based off of relative to this. You got this right here, which is exactly this. Okay, that's one thing. Let's say I show this to the world. That's one thing. That's one thing. People will probably look over like it's just look. Okay, it look kind of like it. What happens when he comes back shortly later, and then he shows another monument like this right here, which is the Nazca Lines, the Nazca Estrella. Do you not realize that the Nazca Estrella and Angkor Wat are antipodes on the globe, but not on the flat Earth? Angkor Wat is directly on the opposite side of the Earth, on a globe, to Nazca. This is the opposite side of the Earth, the antipode, okay, relative to Nazca. Both have geometry. As far as my work, the bridge between them is my work. Oh, it's luck though. It just looks like it. Nothing significant. Nothing special going on here, right? All right. Well, what happens when you're in the background saying to yourself that your discovery, your fractal discovery, and the Mandelbrot set, which was built off of a simplistic computer code, have something to do with each other, and you're investigating and trying to find out what exactly they have to do with each other, and then you end up going down this road of lines. You notice this right here first, that another architectural monument literally has the exact outline of what it is that you're discovering. The exact outline. Same count. Then you take the Mandelbrot set, and you've just been saying, Corey, both of them seem to have and have to have something to do with each other. I just got to find out exactly what it is that they have to do with each other. Then you put this over that and get the video that I just showed you. That's my work right there. All right. When I fade this out, the center of the rectangle is right here. What it did with the Mandelbrot set is exactly what it did on my work, and I'm gonna have to show that real quick. All right, and right now I'm recording this video. Just 1 second. Amazes me every time that I see it. I mean, every time. It's ridiculous, dude. It really is. That's amazing. Pay attention to the center of my work. Where the 7 and 2 are. And look at how all of everything is on. Man, it's crazy. So both of them, what this shows is that both of them were used and have something to do with each other. You got, in order to draw out the Mandelbrot set, what they used was my work. That's what that center part that's right there. I said they both, the Mandelbrot and my work, have something to do with each other. And I put and superimposed the Mandelbrot set over their architectural monument and stepwell, and I get the same geometry. But they use my form of geometry, the pixelated circle, in order to communicate and do exactly what they did. I've not ever seen anybody do something so amazing on this earth. Intellectually wise. That's what I will say. It's ridiculous, dude. It really is. Amazes me every time that I see it. I mean, every time. It's ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous, dude. Every time. It's ridiculous, dude. It really is. That's amazing. Really is. That's amazing. Literally. That's crazy. Pay attention to the center of my work. You want to cut that to the end? It's crazy. Then he got a digital software too. People really sitting up sleeping on you when you got a digital software. That's crazy as hell. I'm uploading it, and then I'll make this the finish of the video. And that'll be it. And I remember when I first uploaded the YouTube video. So many people got 5 fingers and 5 toes, but ain't never made my discovery. And you mean to tell me that ain't special to you? I'm not bragging. It's just until people realize how amazing what is going on is, I got to sit up and really exploit it. Really exploit it and show how amazing it is. Because others ain't using their minds enough to realize it, so I got to open up their minds. So anyway, now what I'm going to do, go back to my screen or what you call YouTube. This is the video I just uploaded. That's amazing. Pay attention to the center of my work. Wish you could make it bigger. Pay attention to the center aspect right here. You see that? Where my work is at. See the center of it?
All of everything is on. Man, it's crazy.
And look at the square.
So
look at the rectangle.
What it shows,
has at the top up here.
Amazing.
And then it ends down here.
Pay attention to the center of my work.
At the dip. I mean, how do you not get that? How is that not obvious to you? That's amazing. Like I just said, the Mandelbrot set and my work have something to do with each other, and so they use my grid in order to link to basically draw out the Mandelbrot set in the grid form.
So both of them, what this shows, that's amazing.
That's pure amazing. Real talk. You ain't never seen anything like that on the earth, but I know you'll sleep on it. So that's all I had to show y'all today. That's my last. The next time that I do come back, I'll be talking about this pixelated sphere. That's where I was supposed to pick up on after my pixelated circle video. So I'll be coming back and teaching people about the pixelated sphere and its relation to this whole globular aspect of what's going on. Mind you, and realize that whenever you have anything fractal in the universe, why would the universe be why would the world be flat? And then you're saying that everything is fractal, but every world that's in this world, such as an apple or a pear or orange, is all circular, globular. They don't have a dielectric inertial plane. They have a north and south pole, a stem up top and a bottom below that mirrors it. Same for a lemon and everything else. Here, it has a round. Your head, your brain is not flat. It's a globe. So I don't see how y'all couldn't see common sense. A lot of things, y'all just take stuff that's given to you. and you don't think real hard for the two that are in here, I'm not saying y'all don't think for yourselves, but most people out here are not thinking for themselves, man. They just hearing some stuff because they at work and they want to listen to something while they at work that sound good to their ear. Just like a child that like to watch cartoons. They just moved on to grown people. Something that sounds good to the imagination. But when you start to be more focused on concrete evidence and facts, that's when you're going to start to look my way and be amazed. And it's not about worshiping me or bowing down to me. I do this for the help of humanity. I do this to help little boys and girls. They're going to learn their numbers from me. A lot of kids going to learn their first numbers, which are some of the first things before you learn your alphabet. Sometimes you learn your numbers first. Before you can learn all 26 alphabets, you usually learn your numbers first. Real talk. So I'm going to be a very big help to the world. That's my whole goal, is to help people. And I can't disclose exactly what the purpose of that pyramid that I'll be building here on the United States land will be. But what I can tell you is that it will help people. And if in the biggest hint that I could give, what do people need every day? Well, that's what they're going to be helped with. People need it every day. And that's what they're going to be helped with. If you're smart enough to figure that out, that's the whole purpose of the pyramid. You need it every day. You can't go without it. Okay? Real talk. Pay attention to your elements. I'm out of here.